Hey guys, welcome back. Drip and Farm for Profit. I'm your host, Drip Coach, dropping knowledge bombs on all Forex Shark related projects. And in today's video, giving you an update on our massively awaited and under development new UI. So maybe at the 1 year anniversary of the reveal, we will have the UI. I'm going to show you the information we had from Forex references. Also, why this time it does feel different. We're going to take a look at some non-drippers, it seems, that are getting in and buying drip, and they're not even in the faucet, but yet they're spending tens of thousands of dollars. So this is interesting as well. And currently look at the consolidation that's taking place on the pig pen and animal farm. And maybe, just maybe, this is the calm before the storm. So hopefully in March, things do indeed break out. All right, so first up, we're going to go back into the archives here. So we're almost at the 1 year mark of when Forex unveiled or mentioned for the first time the new UI. So we had this video here. You guys may or may not even remember this, but this video came out March 8th, 2022 is when he put it into the drip chat. So this was a mock-up on his new UI integration, or what he wanted it to look like. Let me turn that down. And basically in this, he mentions that we've been working on the new drip UI, which uses the same front end structure as the large investment banks. These institutions invest billions in research to come up with user interfaces that get investors to use their product. And I believe it's a mistake not to take advantage of the research for our financial products. Drip is not just another crypto project, and it deserves a UI that represents this and has a wider appeal to users outside of DeFi. With the new UI, we'll be launching team competitions, updated airdrop system, additional functionality to the decks, and more. And then remember, he brought James Devstreak on from Drip.Formulate to do some of the visuals to represent, you know, how things are staked in the game kind of mechanics. So all of this, we are coming up on literally 1 year of development since it was first teased to us. So maybe, just maybe, he's planning to launch this on the 1 year anniversary or somewhere around there. He did say in March things will go live. So wondering if this was all planned or just lucky circumstance, I guess. But again, I said it does feel different this time. So I know we've had some delays and we've had issues previously in the past. But with the stuff he's mentioned, the recent AMAs with the dev team that he has on deck now, and reference the delays and issues that he had with previous devs, in theory, this has all been sorted out. So this can actually be something bullish coming into fruition that we've been waiting on. And then he had this message, and then even here, he said the new UI is pretty much ready to go, but we need to handle piggy bank now. So this is with the piggy bank botting and the removing and changing. So remember, this is almost a year ago. So March 8th, 2022. So that means we should indeed actually be really, really close to a release. And it does align up with March of what he said will come out. We don't have a date as of this video yet, but fingers crossed that it is still indeed coming in March. And as I said, this time it feels different. And what do I mean by that? Well, as I said, there are people buying. I don't know who this is. I have no idea, but I saw the transaction on Sidekick Finance and it was a sell for 16,000 drips. That's what showed up. And I was like, wait a minute, who's selling 16,000 drip? And it was prior to the second little pump, it was around the 42-cent mark, and now we're sitting at like 45. So I went and looked in here and I thought this was very interesting. So they use Bog Finance. If you're not familiar with Bog Finance, basically they're a proxy to kind of like a bridge and a router, basically. So this person uses it a lot. But anyway, what we can do is we come in here and we see on this transaction, they came out of Bog Finance into a stable coin of BUSD. So $16,811 that they got out. And then that was 10 hours, 13 minutes. Then they went straight over to PancakeSwap with their $6,811 and bought roughly 45,000 drip and got taxed with the 10%, rightfully so, right? So they ended up with less than 40,000 drip in their wallet at that time. Now, here's what's very interesting. So remember, this is 10 hours and 12 minutes. Then less than an hour later, look what they do. They turn around and sell it right back to the same place they bought it from. Now, we all know that there's 10% buy, 10% sell. And you can clearly see that they lost $3 grand. Remember, they started with 16,811. When they turned around and sold it, they now have 13,600. So they lost 3 grand on this transaction. And I was like, why would somebody do that? That's crazy. So I went ahead and plugged their address into Drip Network, checked their faucet. They don't have a faucet. So that is some very, very strange behavior. Now I'm speculating. I have no idea. I'm speculating someone saw this pump somewhere and went ahead and bought it and was hoping it would pump further and then sold it and didn't realize about the taxes or something or slippage. I have no idea, because it doesn't make any logical sense to anybody in the know within the Drip ecosystem to buy on PancakeSwap and turn around and sell on PancakeSwap in less than an hour. So maybe when they made the first purchase, but you still have to increase your slippage to 10%. They were like, okay, well, maybe I'll be able to make that 10% back. I have no idea, but that's crazy. So again, that's why I said this time feels different. So there was a $16,000 sell on the native DEX, I'm sorry, the PancakeSwap DEX that showed up, but well, 13,000 technically, but it helped out the ecosystem because they bought it and then turned around and sold it right back, and we got all that tax into the tax vault. So, and then the transactions end, they just go back in the bog finance with their $3,000 loss. So they just run back home. So I just thought that was interesting. Thought I'd bring that up because, yeah, like I said, this time it feels different. And what else feels different about this? Well, when we head on over to BSC, I'm sorry, DEX Screener, looking at the BUSD liquidity, we had this big pump, and then we started to see the sell off that we normally see. But ironically, now we've started to trend back up. So we were at 38 and now we've gone up to 40. And I think on the native, we're sitting at 45 and we were up to 46. And now I am by no means saying we're headed to the moon, but this is different. And this also coincides with a post that Ray put out in his announcement channel. So I took big profits from droplets, sirs, and ma'ams. I think you guys, if you're up quite a bit, you take some while you're up, use it to buy some drip 100%, and make sure to revoke afterwards. Don't really know what that was about, but I saw Crypto Kings and some other people in the chats mentioning that. I think there was a tomb fork that just rugged on Phantom, I believe, and maybe it was referenced that. So, you know, Ray is always trying to look out for the people in his community. So I don't think it was directly maliciously aimed at Droplet, but it definitely came off negative in the Droplet chat from what I can tell. I'm not in this. You guys know I haven't shilled this or supported this at all. I support what DeFi Proof is doing 100%, but I'm not in it because, like I said, it's just gambling for me and I've gambled enough. I'm tired of getting wrecked. But shouts out to everybody that did make money. And I think you definitely can. I like what DeFi Proof is doing over there. But anyway, this coincides again with something being different. And then earlier today, there was an AMA in the Keep It DeFi. Josh spoke about some updates on Droplet. Nothing that I haven't shared already, so I didn't get anything new. The only thing that could have been new that was mentioned was Ray talked about the layer 2 for the reservoir, and that will basically be BNB paid out. And Josh in that call said that that was alpha, but Ray cleared it up and said it wasn't really, because we already get paid out in BNB and the new layer 2 is being built on top of that. But they said the game theory built on top of the new layer 2 contract for the res is going to be more degen friendly and make people want to ape into there because of that fact that you can make BNB in and BNB out, and there's no airdrop systems. So we don't know much else about it, but I listed that whole thing. You can check it out on Keep It DeFi. Let me see where that's at. So they have this channel called Keep It DeFi Recordings, and which is really cool. They just put the recordings out here, and then this is this AMA here. So they covered some market sentiment in the beginning, then top altcoin picks, then animal farm sentiment, and then the details about the reservoir, I'm sorry, about the drip drop draw. And Polly Baker and a couple other people in there are some OGs and Reap DAO members. So anyway, back to again why I said this feels different. We have now officially, I think, broken over the 900,000 drip tax vault mark, which I think is our all-time high of tax vault amounts. So again, not to jump off the cliff and say everything's going to the moon, but it does feel a little bit different. As I said, coming up on a 1-year anniversary, then the real drip anniversary is coming up as well. 1 year for the UI announcement. We've had some delays, but maybe Forex is trying to rally the community and give us something to keep us excited. I'm not sure, but I'm keeping my fingers crossed. All right, and lastly, some interesting consolidation happening over on the pig pen. So I mentioned this to you guys on my channel that the pigs would go closer to 10 before they went to 50. People thought it was FUD. No, it's just numbers and facts, like I always spit out to you guys. So as of recently, we have not gotten the external injections So remember, right now, there is not enough capital coming in from just the dog sales and the fees in the pools and farms. As I told you guys multiple times, the pools and farms are all about getting in and just sitting and printing, right? So it doesn't generate that much in and outflow. In a bull market, it does, because people hop around. So this is definitely laying the foundation for what we can have in the bull run, and having lots of liquidity locked up in the stable pools and stable farms. So I think that can definitely happen in the bull run, and the more regulation and stuff that comes into the space, what the US is currently doing and really pissing off some crypto friendly people, you could see centralized exchanges getting locked down even more, staking being called a security. And if that's the case, those people are going to turn to DeFi, and who knows what that means for us. But there's not that many crypto farms that are DeFi friendly that do what we do. Specifically, none that do exactly what we do. But, you know, Pancake Swap is great, Stargate is great, but people are going to be looking for great yields. So again, it could be laying the foundation. So right now, short term, you're not going to be looking at a lot of dividends from pigs, but long term, we can definitely increase that TBL way higher than it's currently at. Right now, it's like, what, 90 million or so, 80 some odd million. And in a bull run, can have a lot more. Oh shit, 74. A lot more liquidity in here due to, again, the pieces being laid, as I mentioned. So I'm tying this in because this, again, feels different. So this is not what we've been seeing from the pig pen. So it looks to me like a lot of consolidation is happening on the sidelines, and there's something big happening coming up, hopefully in March. So all these things are right around the corner. No announcements have been given. I don't have any inside alpha on when they're going to be released or what the deadlines are. So hopefully by the time you see this video, because I'm scheduling in advance, today is Wednesday afternoon, you'll probably see it Friday. Hopefully by then we've gotten an announcement, but all this stuff still holds true. So we will see exactly how this shapes up. So maybe by March 8th, we will have an announcement date on the UI, and that would mark the 1-year anniversary. And then who knows, maybe the community rallies and pump strip even more. I'd love to see that. So I've also, by now, you should have seen my video on the new projections, so you can see what it would take for us to break $1, get to $2.50, and even $5. So again, I feel like it's different. It does suck the delays that we've had, and it would suck to get some more delays, but I am hopefully optimistic and cautiously optimistic at the same time. All right. Hope that provides value. If it did, you guys know the drill. Smash that shit special. Brother out, like, subscribe, comment down below. And until next time, live daily and achieve your impossible. See ya. Want to pay your in real life bills with crypto? How about send crypto directly to anyone with a bank account? Spritz Finance is a decentralized solution to be your own bank and connect your crypto earnings to real world bills and payments. They do not take custody of your assets and allow support on multiple blockchains and Web3 wallets. Sign up below using my referral link and you will get $50 back when you make your first $50 bill payment with crypto. Additionally, I will be using referral bonuses to airdrop, donate, or burn based on community feedback. Sign up now.